Maguire has played 16 games in 1 year. 16 as a footballer instead of 50 or 40. He's played 16. And you're telling me that he's
That's
good.
on the coach. That's not
Come
on
on,
him.
come on.
That's on the coach. And remember, at some point he was injured. Yeah, you know. But anyway, I know we can talk about Manchester United for days. Also, there's another team that we need to seriously pray for them, and that's Chelsea.
The only question to ask is, the best team in West London, is it Fulham? Is it Brentford? Because the Blues, exist.
Welcome to the Wildcard Show. My name is Vernon.
Of course, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nicolette.
Wow.
Finally, bana, nimekuwa nikirant, nimekuwa nikiwish. I've been wishing that we have another United fan. We had her in episode 2 of this season, by the way, and we've brought her back again. Nicolette, I'm very happy to have you here, man. Because me nimechoka kuongea, nishachoka.
I'm happy she's back because she needs to be accountable of the things she said on the last episode.
Okay.
Come on, I'm here for it.
You know, I know Venet has been waiting for me because he's really been wanting to ask about Kane.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, but now you see the thing is, considering yesterday's game, if we had Kane in the team and he played as a left back instead of a striker, because that's what Ten Hag is doing these days, I don't think he would have been effective, no?
Nah, if Kane plays for Manchester United in that derby, at least 2 goals would have been realized.
No
From
way.
where?
Yeah, see the way, like for example, you remember that Rashford potential assist to Haaland. If that's Kane, he scores that goal. You know, and ever since
That was one in how many games?
Yes.
Me, I'm talking about the derby. I'm not.
No, I
No,
hope
but
90
what?
minutes. That's just how bad
What?
you are.
Yeah.
Our strikers are always gonna feed off of scraps because you are given one chance in 90 minutes.
And not only that, you have your playmaker playing on the right wing when you literally have 3 right wingers sitting on the bench.
I'm trying to frustration, Mimi. Let's just start the show.
Yeah.
First of all, if you were to address the Manchester Derby issues, remember the Wildcard as a whole show was at the Orchid Lounge over the weekend. We caught up with the game. We caught up with most of you fans. We were very happy to see you. And this is what went down.
Welcome to the Wildcard Show. My name is Vernon.
I'm Brian.
My name is Bidco United, representing the treble winners, champion of Europe, you know.
Kwenda. You need TBT. Elisha Peter, man. We're in a new season. Arsenal is playing right now. We've given a 5-star performance. But the game to talk about right now is the battle of the Manchester United versus Manchester City.
Yes, and for the Manchester Derby, the Wildcard here is live at the Orchid Lounge along Gong Road in partnership with Radio Africa Events, of course, and as well as Sport Pesa. You know, you gotta get that money in for the Manchester Derby preview.
Okay, so today we're here for the Manchester Derby. What are your thoughts and maybe predictions for the game today?
Predictions: Manchester City 8, Manchester United 0. Yeah, like that.
Say it louder for the guys at the back.
Manchester City 8, Manchester United 0.
What do you expect?
Well, today ni mabao. One thing nimeona mawasema Manchester United hapa wengi na nashangaa wanakujaje kuwa. But anyway, hata mazishi watu kuwa wengi, unanipata? So I'm just happy that they are here to witness their funeral. And leo tunaenda kuwa kill. I'm not saying I'm not even second kusema score ni ngapi, but I'm saying it's going to be a difference of 3 goals. So we are still, it's halftime. It is Manchester United losing or leading or losing to Man City right here live at the Sport Pesa Good Company Wildcard live watch party. The full team's here. Your thoughts on the game so far as a Man United fan, Brian?
As a Man United fan, I'm not yet. I haven't lost hope. I believe Onana has kept us in the game, and I believe a chance or two we had a shot on target in the second minute. So coming back second half, we're coming to win it. 2-1 still, man. 2-1. My prediction is still on.
All right, Venom, what's your vibe?
You cannot win this game with counter football. This was a proper first half dominated by Manchester City, and they're gonna do that. Remember, they have Doku in the bench still. So Man City so far they're doing great work.
All right, personally, I won't even lie to you. I am team Man United today.
I am Team Man United today. I do believe they can get a result, and a result even means a draw. Welcome to the Wildcard Live, brought to you in association with Sport Pesa today. We're live at the Orchid Lounge at halftime. This is not halftime. We've got a good friend of mine, Max, who's been watching the game. 1-0 down to United so far. How you feeling, bro?
A lot of high blood pressure, but we're holding it down well so far.
I think, to be honest, you were very unlucky. Very soft penalty. It was a penalty. Yes. Very, very soft penalty. But do you feel confident that you can get another goal in the second half?
I feel like we can, because seeing McTominay almost scoring, that actually brought a bit of confidence in me. And then Haaland almost scoring the second goal, and that save was just superb from Onana. So I feel like in the second half, we're actually going to get a better play. But let's wait and see.
And I want to tell Manchester United fans anyway, don't have hopes anymore. Your club is a rubbish club.
Now, before we get other fans on the board, I have a lot to get off my chest. So over the weekend, there was this crazy watch party thanks to the Sport Pesa Stadium on wheels. Of course, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The Rugby World Cup final. New Zealand All Blacks versus South Africa Springboks. Of course, now the Springboks are back-to-back, or rather back-to-back champions, you know, winning the World Cup in 2019 and also now in 2023. I really can't wait to see you at the next Sport Pesa Rugby event, because it was a mazza. And gaming has been improved by Sport Pesa, because now they have an app on the Play Store, man. If you have an Android phone, all you have to do is log on to the Google Play Store and you'll be able to download the Sport Pesa app and get on to your betting.
Wow, Brayo.
Yeah.
Manze, what happened in that game? Seriously.
I mean, I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. Ten Hag out. Ten Hag out. I mean, this guy is clearly he wants to sack himself. He wants to lose the job. Because in 2023, you're using Leicester's 2019 centre-back partnership. In Johnny Evans and Maguire. And then before the game, he was asked by the reporters, Varane and Reguilon are missing, and Evans and Lindelof have been slotted in their position. Is it because of form or fitness? Man goes ahead and says it's because of tactics.
Tactical. It was a tactical change.
What tactics were there to show us that Lindelof and Johnny Evans deserve to get game time? There was nothing there. This guy clearly wants to get himself sacked. At the start of the season, when he signed Mason Mount, he said, this boy is going to be a great player for this club, an important player for this club. He's eating bench right now. Mount can't even start a big game, yet he's supposed to be an important player for the club. Ten Hag wants to lose this job. Ten Hag clearly wants to lose this job.
But before we go in too deep on Manchester United, pause. Let's just start with our local content, because just as interesting as the Premier League was last weekend, weekend Pia, a lot happened in the local side.
Yes, sir.
Gor were held to a barren draw, by Bidco, and the manager.
Yes.
By the way, one of the most eloquent people in the game. You should just see how he speaks about Gor Mahia. You don't want to hear, because he explains it in such a way that you get to understand. It was just one game that ended in a draw in quite some time. And actually, I did not know that Bidco have only lost just one game so far. So they're a strong team. And it's okay for Bidco to get a point versus Gor. You can't win each and every game, And also, a clean sheet reflects on how good our defense is as Gor Mahia, because that's a clean sheet against what's it called, AFC.
AFC,
that's a clean sheet against Bidco, and then also the other week Tusker. So God, trust me, right now we're good, even though we're now 3 points behind the league leaders, Posta Rangers. And AFC finally registered the first win of their campaign versus Nzoia Sugar. So I think tunahitaji tu kuchinja kuku leo yani on their behalf and just celebrate because we are almost 10 games in and they have registered their first win. You know them, it's either they are losing or they are drawing. They're losing or they are drawing. So hopefully now this kickstarts their winning campaign because AFC is too big of a brand to be seen here at number 15. As you can see, they're number 15 in the league. You know, like those people, when you see them, whenever they go for these games za nje, they hire like 20 matatus, they are stylish, they are good, you know. Murang'a Seals pia kidogo waliteleza.
Yeah, they also drew.
Yeah, waliteleza, and for that reason now KCB, they're back up. You know KFC.
Hey,
KCB.
ukonja, unataka tu hiyo kuku ya AFC Leopards.
KCB, man. Hey, man, they win and they're on form. So yeah, man. Do you support any?
Can you guess what my local team is? I'll give you 2 clues. I grew up in Mombasa, but I also came to Nairobi when I was a teenager.
Bandari.
No. I came to Nairobi when I was a teenager, but I grew up. Or I also partially grew up in Mombasa. So it's either a Nairobi team or a Coast team.
I think I'll give you Tusker. I think you support Tusker.
Venet?
Wow. Talanta.
Bruh, no, I'm a K-Sharks person.
Kariobangi.
Brayo, K-Sharks, they scored one of the best goals of this season. It started off by blocking a corner, counter. It was pass, cross, bow. You guys should see it, man. That was a very impressive game.
But mbona mwongei mambo ya umejua vitu zili happen Lang'ata. Yeah, mkumbuke vitu zili happen Lang'ata. I mean tulilinda stadium. I'm just saying sisi kama Ulinzi Stars msicheze na stadium ya majeshi. Those rowdy fans, those mouthy fans, we battered them 4-0 bana. Shabana.
But can I be honest? I feel like this whole Shabana FC thing, they are being a bit too dramatic.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point you're going to be beaten like that. At some point, even the greatest teams have been beaten like that. That's fans walking out to do the coach resigning. I think it was a bit much.
Reactionary.
Do you know?
Emotions were way too high, man.
As early as the 3rd goal, fans were in groups leaving the pitch. You know, it was embarrassing to just see what was happening. And of course, there's this issue of match fixing that has been going on for some time with these KPL games. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
It's not a matter of match fixing for me. I mean, it's something that will never be solved. It will never be solved. Yeah. So as far as the Shabana FC coach is concerned in terms of resigning, he might as well. I mean, let's compare tips. Let's compare the best tip side that hana job. 99 bob, tu sport pesa. Pay bill ni 955 100. All you have to do is send the word accept to 79079. Please, and you'll become a millionaire. Join that factory of millionaires. The mega jackpot right now is over 329 million Kenyan shillings, bana.
Wow.
You don't want to miss out on that. Usha to your job, Shabana. So please, go ahead and put 99 bob. Only 99 shillings, I'm already there, man.
329 million, I'm buying a club.
You buy Shabana.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I know you guys are waiting to hear what you have to talk about Manchester United, because you have 2 Manchester United fans over here, and I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk, a lot of questions that needed to be asked. Like, for example, mine is what's happening with your club.
Listen, man, I already had my say. It's time for Nicolette to have her rant. I already had my say.
Okay, I'll say this. You see, in the beginning, as fans, why we were backing Ten Hag, especially in the beginning of this particular season, he started a season very tough. There was the issue of transfers, of him being told you need to sell players, for us to buy players, we're not giving you money to buy players. And we're like, okay, that's understandable. He gave his list of players. The board refused to sell certain players. So we're like, okay, this manager is being given a hard time. Then he had a whole bunch of injuries to very key players. So, of course, at that particular moment, you just have to, go with what you have, play who you need to play. Okay, but now all that is over. So why are you still playing players out of position? Because if you look at from the front, all the way from the front line to the what do you call it, to the back line, you played players out of position.
Do you guys think you have a style of play?
No, we don't.
You're just unaulizwa when you're 10 games into the season.
No, you don't. You see, initially, like I'm saying, when the season began, you could kind of argue for Ten Hag and say this guy he's stuck, he's not being given the players he wants,
Yes,
he has
yes,
a lot
yes.
of injuries, he needs to get maybe players from the academy to fill in positions. But now what's his excuse? Yes, he has key injuries, but not in come
Exactly. Every team is
on. Wan
facing
Bissaka
injuries as
is
well.
injured, but Dalot is there.
Boom.
You're not gonna go and
Regular.
play what do you call this, Bruno Fernandes in Wan Bissaka's position and expect to get a win.
I'm looking at the major signings here under Ten Hag, and I think this guy is out of excuses.
He is at this particular moment.
He's out of excuses. You have Anthony, Haaland, Casemiro, Mount, Martinez, Onana, Malacia, Eriksen, Johnny Evans, Regulon on loan, Amrabat, Vegos too would like to forget, and Sabitzer who was on loan.
Sabitzer is Nicolette's boyfriend.
clearly-
Anakwanga amemkatia ni aje.
Napendaka wanaume wenye wako na nywele.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He scored an amazing goal last weekend, by the way.
He did.
He scored an amazing goal kwa BVB. Yeah. So, Manze, this guy, do you think it's time now he went?
I'm already seen the cycle. He's leaving. This guy will not be
Imagine
United manager next season.
I don't feel like he'll finish this season
Yeah, he
unless
won't.
he does something extremely drastic.
He will not. Ten Hag is out of a
Unless
job.
he goes like 12 games unbeaten or 15 games unbeaten, and the likelihood of that happening when you keep playing your playmaker in a right-wing position is very unlikely.
Because now, what do you guys think you need to do so as to start scoring goals? Because I'm looking at the facts here, and Haaland has the same amount of goals as Manchester United in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
Seriously, what's happening with your team? Look at the derby. We always talk about, form doesn't matter in a derby.
To be honest with you, if we didn't have Onana in that team at that particular moment, and I'm happy he's beginning to find his footing,
Yeah.
it would have been like 7-8 goals down.
Another 7, man.
Yeah.
Another 7.
At home.
At home.
And I think now the problem with United, it's past now the players. I think it's just the culture at the club. It's a bit toxic. Now you have a show called Manchester United is Toxic. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's so obvious for guys to see. Gary Neville talks about it's no longer the best stadium. Of course, Ronaldo hinted at the training ground being
Tuko na
trash.
microwave ya 209.
Yeah.
No, but this thing of the training ground and training facilities was there even before Ronaldo came back.
Yeah.
I think people are forgetting Zlatan talked about it so much. Van Gaal talked about it. Van Gaal was how many years ago? For God's sake.
2016, man.
Yeah. You guys are now deep in debt, So,
Yeah.
like, everybody has now a chance to see that it's beyond just football.
Yeah.
Kuna behind the scenes hapa. And something needs to happen because even shares in your market na nini, it's going down and down and down and down. I don't know about this new ownership, if it's a good thing for
won't
you
solve
guys.
much. I don't think it'll solve much.
Okay,
bro.
well, first of all, it needs to actually happen. For me, I've been saying, even as much as we're celebrating, we're saying, okay, maybe Radcliffe will come in and change something. I don't even think Radcliffe is going to come in. Because the last update from the Glazers was they will re-look at that 25% thing in January.
Okay.
So that means it's not going to happen. They're just going to sumbua him the way they sumbuaed the Qataris.
Okay. And of course, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but it's time you give Maguire his due respect.
No.
For what?
Come on,
You have
look at-
you have 2 good games in a year, and now you are the best
From
defender.
the time we signed him till now,
Come on.
for the amount he was signed for.
You're not judged because you score goals as a defender. You're judged on what you do against the strikers that you face.
Do you remember that clearance he did this weekend versus Man City, where he was literally on the line with the ball, and instead of Kupura and there was that good communication between him and Onana.
Well, then he should have done
That's
it when
the third
Spurs were
game.
beating us 6-1 and he was marking Luke Shaw.
We're
He should
talking-
have done it then. He should have done it then.
We're talking about
2 games.
We're
But you
talking
see-
about the Manchester derby.
Let me throw you an Uno reverse card. That shows how shit Manchester United is right now if the person that they're relying on is Harry Maguire.
Boom.
But it's time you guys gave him respect.
I'm not going to give him respect. Never.
So versus Copenhagen, it
You
was
can even
what?
tag him and tell him Nicolette said.
Versus Copenhagen, it was what? Giving you the winning...
It's Copenhagen. It's
I mean-
not...
No,
We
it's
could-
a
he-
must-win game for you guys.
No, but he could... If we brought him in for Galatasaray, would he have made a difference? With the style of football that they play?
I don't know about that, but they've...
Because
but the numbers...
Danish teams play slower, more defensive football.
Yes.
So that works out for someone like Maguire. But now come against a fast-paced team. Would he do anything meaningful?
Wow. Yeah, you guys just
No,
lack
but
faith in
it's not
this
faith,
guy
it's being
despite what he's
factual.
just shown.
Listen,
Let
being
me give you some facts here. Brian, you can see this with me. You saw the last 17 starts that Maguire has had. as you can see, he's won 16,
So
he's drawn
since
0. And
Maguire has played 16 games in 1 year. 16 as a
Yes,
footballer instead
yes.
of 50 or 40. He's played 16. And you're telling me that he's
That's
good.
on the coach. That's not
Come
on him.
on, come on.
That's on the coach. And remember, at some point he was injured. Yeah, you know. But anyway, I know we can talk about Manchester United for days. Also, there's another team that we need to seriously pray for them, and that's Chelsea.
The only question to ask is the best team in West London. Is it Fulham? Is it Brentford? Because the Blues exist. And I'm so... Because that's Samiro. We should have Samiro next week. Because once again, we need a representative for the bottom half of the table. Who got nipples. Hata si on a worst
You know, unajua sisi tuko na shida mingi. Like hata wewe mwenyewe break down from the gate all the way to the pitch.
Yes. Yeah.
But now you have a world-class manager, which I keep saying isn't a world-class manager. You have World Cup winning players in your team. You have the best creme de la creme.
Experience of Thiago Silva.
So shida yako ni?
I don't know with Chelsea, man. Their decision making and confidence is what seems to trouble them throughout this season. Because on one game you are drawing 2-2 with Arsenal. The other one you are losing, and then of course once again we have to talk about what was Sanchez doing in that last incident.
My two P's on this Chelsea side is, I believe from what I've seen this season, Chelsea will only turn up in the big games. They turned up against Liverpool in match week 1, and they turned up against Arsenal, and they threw it away towards the dying minutes of the game. So for me, I think Chelsea will only turn up against the big 6 at home. I don't think they'll be up for any other game. I don't think so.
So can we safely say now Brighton is a bigger team than Chelsea?
Of course, man. You see Mbeumo, the way he was all over the place for your game, he showed good progress. Man, I sold him in my FPL team. And he got a lot of points. Now for him, now that's 13 goal involvements in 13 appearances. There's this now, you know the way there is MSN?
Yes.
Now Brentford have their own, it's called BMW.
Interesting.
BMW?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's called BMW.
Sam Buemo and who? Who's the B?
Nani? What's this guy? Mope.
Neil Mope is B.
No.
It's Brian Buemo and then Mope. But Mope is an ass striker. Mope has been asked his whole life. He ain't good enough.
And that win guaranteed them 3 points. Now they're above Chelsea in the Premier League. Yeah. So that's that, man. Of course, we have to talk about Arsenal.
Why?
Because we gave a 5-star performance
Against Sheffield,
a team that Manchester United struggled.
You guys have found your level.
McTominay just managed to keep you guys afloat.
You guys have finally found your level where Nketiah can score a hat-trick. You guys have finally found your level where Nketiah can shine.
First and foremost, man, Nketiah, I'm sorry. I've been against you for all this time. And after that,
you're apologizing to Nketiah over Sheffield.
I have to apologize.
When McTominay went and embarrassed them.
This guy.
What?
And Maguire assisted.
No, I'm talking about Nketiah and how he performed very well, scoring a hat-trick, and those are 3 proper, classic, world-class goals.
Once again, you are happy because he performed in one game. He's not a striker that can lead you to a title.
What?
Yeah, Nketiah. He can never be the number 1.
You remember
he can never be the main number 9.
The last time you said this, Nketiah went on a goal-scoring form.
The last time I said this, Nketiah scored against United and then blanked for 6 straight games. He scored a hat-trick. Wait till you see what he does. Because he's not someone who's going to lead the line. He's not the guy. Even you know it. I'm pretty sure if you were told, take Nketiah to Brentford and then they give you Ivan Toney once his ban is done, you're taking that swap.
Of course I'm taking
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Nketiah can't lead you to a league title.
Now, you see the thing with Arsenal fans, and it's something that I want to address right now, is we need to support Nketiah. We need to support our own players, especially right now when they do need our love and support. We do not.
I like
ball for 90 minutes.
I like the way he's being so passionate about it. And if we sit here and support Rashford and say he needs, our love and support because he might be going through something, that's the reason he's shit of late. You'll be like, oh my God, you guys need to finally get rid of this player.
No, I haven't said anything like that before, Brian.
He supports Nalaviano, he just idea Havertz.
And I'm glad you've mentioned Havertz because I think it's time Arteta played him up front, probably as a false 9. Because when you look at the results goals that he got at Chelsea when he was playing in that position. He was the Chelsea's top scorer last season.
Havertz is basically a utility player. This is the guy who ile picha ya kushikilia simu kwa bench while the real stars are on the training ground. Yeye anashikilia hizo masimu za kina Saka na kina Odegaard because I don't think Havertz is also, you guys didn't need Havertz. You would have still been well off without him this season.
But he's something that he's a player that could help us this season.
In what way?
That's what I'm saying. Like he could.
Or maybe
play
because you need
front.
a liability player now that you don't have Kina Xhaka and David
Come on,
Luiz.
don't infect us with your problems. Acha mchezo bwana. Of course, now I'm glad nobody now isn't saying any trash. Anything about Rice, because it's now showing us his value and why he's worth the amount that we spent on him. He has that not giving up mentality that, of course,
he's got that dog in him.
Yeah, something that we saw also kwa Bellingham, which we'll talk about up and Bele. And Saka is now, because you trash talked Saka on the last episode.
Yeah, kwani si Chuturela kept him in his bucket, bana.
But you've seen how he's improved. And also, of course, we do love how he is playing as the captain now. You know.
Because Gostegard ain't coming back anytime soon. Nah.
No, we have, that's an bro, tuko na options. We can rest Odegaard and still score 5 goals.
See, you finally found your level.
You guys played everybody in the team and lost 2-0.
We played everybody out of position, so it doesn't count.
Everybody in the team and you lost 2-0, man.
Jesus.
So, hey, man, say, you know what? We'll pray for you guys. We'll pray for Chelsea. And also, man, we also need to pray to Barcelona, man, because what was that performance? You start off very well, score in the early minutes. Before the 5th minute, Ilkay Gundogan did that amazing goal, even though it was a mistake on the Real Madrid defense. But as a Barcelona fan, I have to salute, man. Bellingham is that guy.
Signing of the season. Inevitable kama Thanos.
He's that guy. The first goal was just one of those zile za FIFA, musemaga about za FIFA. And then the second goal, right place, right time, is giving me Van Nistelrooy vibes. How did you feel watching that game as a Real Madrid fan?
First of all, my correct score predictions zilingia ndani kabisa. 2-1 to Madrid, of course with Bellingham scoring. Barcelona fans, I think now you need to do some serious soul searching. You have to determine whether you're a football club or a record label. Now nasijui Spotify Camp Nou, now nasijui juzi mlikuwa mmevaa nini kwa shati zenu? Some counts, whatever that was.
It was something to do with was it Halloween or something?
Rockefeller or whatnot. I don't know what it's trying. You're a football club. Act like one. Sai pia hamna do, you know?
No,
and right now, as far as
mad.
Madrid is concerned, the future is set. The 4 midfielders, Fede Valverde, Camavinga, Chouamini, and Bellingham, 10 good years. They're giving us 10 plus good years. I have no worries being a Real Madrid fan.
Wow. Bellingham.
Kuna mtu atleti hapa though. I don't know how she feels, you know.
I actually feel very good because you know how the Spanish league works, eh? The minute a team like Barcelona or Real Madrid slips up, we fit in that position.
Simeone.
So, you know, we fit
like
in that position. And we've been playing quite well, so, you
You're
know.
like a side nigga in a relationship.
Kai. I'm ready for promotion.
But you know, the side nigga is the one who gets the most love, so ni sawa.
Yeye ndo anaitandika.
Wewe ndo unapataka shida. Sisi tunabebaga tu mapenzi.
I still echo what I said earlier on in the season where team are champions. Yeah, Barcelona, for me, I think that it's just a Champions League team. And I think they will prosper as far as Champions League is concerned. Of course, now we are stumbling in the league, but eventually we'll still come up. I still believe top 2 finish for us, and I think we're still gonna win this game. Bellingham feels like he's been at Spain forever.
Yeah, man.
And at 20 years old, and you know, even right now, other players in other leagues are copying his celebration.
They have to
and
copy his
stuff.
celebration.
So I'm genuinely impressed with what I saw. I salute you guys, but of course the battle still goes on.
You know the other people who should salute?
What?
Sport Pesa, man. I mean, they're giving people the chance to become millionaires. The pay bill, of course, is $955, $100. All you need is 99 bob. And you can also visit ke.sportpesa.com. Send in your 99 shillings and you could become a millionaire just like that. This is a chance to join the factory of millionaires. Over the weekend, Adi Nili place. Nilienda Bundesliga just before we talk about the Klassiker, by the way. Nilienda Bundesliga nikeka game zote over 2. And then Werder Bremen beat Union Berlin 2-0. Of course I did bet responsibly, sikuweka pesa ya rent, najua ni end month, sikuweka hiyo, lazima make sure landlord angekuwa sorted. So all you have to do is send the word accept, by the way, to 79079 and you have a chance to become a great millionaire. The mega jackpot, by the way, is just over 329 million Kenyan shillings. What are you waiting for?
Wow. Hey, manzi mio game ya Chelsea ndo ilitoa. Honestly, I expected a 3-0
kick-off bana.
I expected by the way, I expected a 3-0 to Chelsea. Yeah, so after this, and of course they have Spurs this coming weekend. I think we're going to talk about them in our predictions. So yeah, man, the Classica is here. And did you guys watch Bayern, how they scored 8 goals in 45 minutes? By the way, 3 red cards. Kimmich getting a red card in the 4th minute. Then, is it Darmstadt, that team, the promoted team? Darmstadt, getting 2 red cards as well just after. But then, Harry Kane is inevitable. He was always going to cook that league hat-trick for him. I think it was also a brace for Sane and a brace for Musiala. And then Müller, of course, gets the goal that caps off the 8-0 win. Hey, Dortmund ain't ready. You can't say that because we're still unbeaten kwa league.
As a neutral.
Yeah.
As a neutral. Because I love being a neutral in this particular moment.
Yes.
I think, what do you call this? That particular game isn't one to judge Bayern Munich by.
Yes.
Because they haven't been impressive. Let's just be honest.
True.
We've all been looking at, Harry Kane, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, Bayer Leverkusen is there giving them issues.
Yes.
BVB is going to come probably and also give them issues. So... I don't think it's a walkover if I look at it as a neutral.
What do you think will happen in the weekend between BVB and Bayern Munich?
If I'm being purely biased about it, I would really want BVB to beat Bayern Munich.
Hata wakishinda si mnajua ligi inaenda wapi.
Thank you.
I don't think you guys are going to be that confident this time.
Mnajua ligi inaenda wapi. Harry Kane anaenda kushinda trophy. Final.
Harry Kane atapata tu kiatu. Tuongee tu ukweli. Nothing else. Because even when you look at the league, just look at even the table right now. We're above. We're below Bayern with like 2 points. Yeah. But we're still unbeaten. We're still scoring a lot of more goals. And form is on our side, both in the Champions League as well as DFB Pokal and also the Bundesliga. And the game being at Signal.
The Signal Iduna Park.
Yeah.
Yes.
I expect us to win.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The inevitable will happen.
And also another league that's going on right now is Carabao. Carabao inaanza. Manchester United mnaanza campaign
No,
Newcastle.
we already started. We beat Palace 3-0.
But sasa mko na
Newcastle, later on tonight we do take on Newcastle. Jesus Christ. The team that we beat in the final is going to be difficult, man. Anyway, in terms of Carabao, do you have something for us? Tunaona imekuwa excite sana.
Yes. Yes. I have a trivia for you guys and it's based on the Carabao. Now we get to that part where you guys laugh and it's the trivia. And on this edition, we look at the Carabao. So it's just simple. I get to ask simple questions. They write the answer. They share with you guys. Of course, you guys at home can get to participate. And who gets the most wins. So far, Brian has been on an unbeaten run. But I think it ends today because Nicolette is as good as, you. So we're going to see.
No, man. They don't like me, man. I'm too good. Anyway, 20 kazi.
So boom. Who has the most tournament wins in Carabao?
That's easy, man. Why?
You see, that's easy sana.
Mazara, nipeni kitu challenging. Nipeni kitu challenging. Hey, no coping. No coping.
VR is there, by
VR niko. Tulidaka jimani, You want to see that? Liverpool. I think they have 9, then United,
Okay. So far, so good.
Copy, aliona nimeandika M. Akajua.
Boom. Next one. Which team or teams have the most consecutive tournament wins? Like they won this season and next season.
Back to back. Seems like an Arsenal thing to do. I don't know.
Most consecutive tournament wins. There are 2.
2 teams. So you just want one team.
Yeah.
I say, you know what? I'll give these guys a shout. Let me see.
If you need a hint, Pierre, you can say.
I need a
It's
hint.
easy. It's easy.
I need a hint.
Bro, it is so easy.
One of the teams, we saw it happening. We saw it happening like recently.
Angalia hiyo jibu. Hiyo ni sure bet.
Is it?
Back to back.
So there are two okay, so the answer is one, Liverpool between 1981 and 1984, and Manchester City
Bana, they made a team out of that cup. Too easy.
between 2018 and 2021.
Pay points zangu.
I need to stop doubting myself.
Thank you very much.
Next question, still on Man City. Which individual has the most tournament wins? Basically, this is the guy who's won the most Carabao Cups.
Most Carabao.
Yeah, at Man City.
Come on, man. No, it can't be him. You know what? Let me give.
I'm winging it.
Let me give this player because I rate him. I rate him. So let's go with him.
Does he still play at the team?
Most wins.
Most wins.
I think him. I think he's been a Pep player for a while. Yeah, so I go Kyle Walker.
I'll go Aguero.
So the answer is one, Aguero. And two, Fernandinho.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
2014,
I beat you
2016,
with one.
2018 to 2021.
Wait, Kyle Walker amekuwa na Man City tena. Pep ameshinda Carabao Cup tano. What is that?
Boom. Because you're because you're Manchester United fans. How many times has Manchester United won Carabao Cup?
Save my time. God damn it. Where can you get to Pale? Yeah, it's 8.
What? 6.
It's 8. Liverpool have 9 and we have 8.
6.
Utafanya ni Google.
But the answer is not 8.
The answer is 8.
Wait, tuendelee. Last question.
I must be vindicated.
How many times have Chelsea won Carabao Cup? I think this one decides. Chelsea.
Nini hapo? Nimeona nikao umeka 4.
Is it though?
VR, watch and
Me, I
lipe
said
Howard
4.
Webb. I'll do you one better. I'll go 5.
Wow.
We're both wrong.
No. One of you is right, of course.
Is your dad?
How do you do it, Brian?
Yes, sir! Nilikuwa nimewaona.
How do you do it, Brian? No, we need to investigate you, man. You cannot just be winning every... man, congrats, Brian.
I'm familiar with this. It's in my veins.
It's in your veins. Oh, wow.
Hiyo ni default setting yangu.
Okay, sawa basi. So let's finish off with Fantasy Premier League.
Yes, sir.
And Brian.
Yeah, I'm noticing some progress in my team. This week nimeona Green Arrows ka 3.
Okay.
Hizo zingine zimekuwa stagnant remaining in position, but I got 85 points over the weekend.
Wow.
Captain Salah, of course, also had Haaland, also had Son, also had Douglas Luiz, that crazy assist as well, and Maddison also. So me, I'm flying. Ederson clean sheet also. Me, I'm flying. Yeah.
I managed to get 66 points, which was the average for this week. And you know, I always say any point above average is a good game week.
Yes, sir.
When you look at the Good Company League, I'm up to number 46.
I'm up to
number 46. I'm up to number 46, and I promise by the start of 2024,
yes,
I'll be in the top 10, top 15 Apple.
Fast.
Yes, Bukayo, there's a team called Bukayo by Jerry Saka Otieno. This is a new number 1, but he's maintained this one for another game week.
Yes, sir.
But you have a new number 2, Hakuna Mateta. By Peter Ndeto FC Kennedy, he's gone up. FC Rolands by Martin Rolands, he's gone up. So you're getting, what I like about this league is the top 5 keep on reshuffling, you know.
And then 50K
and then you remember how last season was ahead with like 2 million points. But this one now, there's a gap of 2-3 points each and every time, and I'm so happy. Nicolette, how's your team?
You guys need to put me in your league now.
Below average.
It's only, let me tell you, it's only below average because, like, if I look at my bench, my heart hurts.
Okay.
You had Pinnock and Diaby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I'm so sorry about that. But the good thing is, matching on to this game week 11.
Yes.
I have a couple of individuals and a couple of teams that I need you guys to consider. You know, we can't just buy everyone and have our teams to have the same people. So of course, and then also each and every team can afford different kind of players. You know, like right now in my current team, as much as I want Haaland, I cannot afford him. So Brentford assets are one to watch. And Apple, like I said, Wisa, Mbeumo, and Jensen. Those are the cheap players who are giving Brentford a run for their money. And of course, when you look at that win versus Chelsea, they were involved in that situation. Everton surprised me with that win against West Ham.
Yes.
But when you also look at their form in FPL, there's some certain players who are getting points. So Doucouré being one of them, and DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's somebody you consider if you're looking for a forward pale FPL. Fulham is playing versus Manchester United, and I think Fulham will score a couple of goals. So
With Jimenez.
No. Your ex, Andres Pereira, will be there. And then also Willian, somebody that Nicolette likes trolling. At a co-op, you need to consider them. City versus Bournemouth. I think City will keep a clean sheet versus Bournemouth. So if you can double up on their defense, but if you can afford Haaland, get him. I have Alvarez on my team. And also somebody you need to consider is Foden. Because Foden and Silva, Bernardo Silva, they seem to have guaranteed starts under Pep. Lastly, Nottingham Forest host Aston Villa, and I think this is the point where Aston Villa might get a draw or slip up. Because once again, your ex Elanga and Wood, they are playing very well. Uko Nottingham Forest. Yeah, so that's the few teams and the individuals that you guys can consider to just shuffle up if you need points for your team.
Now, I want a big shout out to the people from Rongai because there's a new millionaire in town in the name of Harrison. And that is thanks to SportPesa, man. This brother put in that 99 bob for the mega jackpot and got 15 out of 17 predictions correctly. Bro, this guy walked away with over 3.8 million and now he's moved from being to a caretaker and he could possibly be a landlord, Buddha. All that is happening as you sit down there and wait. What are you waiting for? 99 bob. The pay bill is 955-100, or you can just SMS the word accept to 79079, or even better, you can log on to ke.sportpesa.com for your chance to join this factory of millionaires. Because right now, the mega jackpot is sitting at over 330 million Kenyan shillings. Buddha, usingoje, that is life-changing money. That's it from us here at the Wildcard crew. My name is Brian.
Venant!
And of course, our guest,
Nicolette.
Thank you for coming.
Brought to you by SportPesa.